It's like the third time I'm trying to record this video. These are my thoughts on the Fuji XT-2. Now, I've had this Fuji XT-2 for the last kind of 2 weeks, and I've been so pleased with it. Honestly, it's incredible. I took this camera to a wedding like 2 weeks ago. It's super small and it's super compact, which is a world of difference from my old Canon 7D, which was massive even with a small 50mm lens. So this is honestly perfect. The high ISO capabilities on this camera, for photography at least, are absolutely incredible. I've used this fairly successfully up until about ISO 6400, and I've even got 1 or 2 shots in there at I think 12,800, which is ridiculous. Back with my 7D, I never really went anywhere above like 1,000 or 1,200. Whereas this, of course you get noise, but it almost looks like film grain in a way, which is incredible. It's been a long time since I've been this impressed by a camera's performance. It's been a long time since I've just taken a photo, looked at it, and been like, wow, this is amazing. I mean, last time I had that was when I was shooting on film. This is also really good for video. I haven't tested it out quite yet in an extensive enough way, except for YouTube, but I haven't done anything super creative in terms of video with this just yet, but I will for sure. One of the reasons I chose to get the XT-2 for video and what really sold me on its video capabilities was this beautiful film by Tom Welsh. I'll link it down below. It's something he shot in Patagonia with the XT3, which is the one version up from this camera, but still they're very similar in terms of processing and in terms of sensor. It's the exact same sensor, and he's got some really beautiful images out of that camera. So I really want to go out there and shoot some really beautiful things, hopefully with this XT2 in terms of video. But in terms of photo, man, the film simulations on this are just gorgeous. So my workflow briefly is I shoot all the photos in RAW, bring them into Lightroom, and then in Lightroom I just choose one of the camera profiles, and that usually does the trick. That's all I need. Maybe I adjust the exposure a little bit, maybe the white balance a touch, but most of the time I've been so pleased with the images coming out of this camera, honestly. Also for video, one really impressive thing is that with the new firmware update, this will shoot 4K log. Here's what log looks like. There you go, very flat, all the dynamic range you could want. And here it is back to the graded image. There we go. Now, the only slight gripe that I have with this is right now I'm not shooting this video in 4K because I have a monitor. And for some bizarre reason, it won't allow me to shoot 4K F-Log internally with an HDMI out. So I can do 4K log internal, but that's without any HDMI output. If I want to have the HDMI output, it's giving me a 4K out of the HDMI, but a 1080 image on the SD card. So I guess to properly use that, I need an external recorder, which I don't need right now at all. So, but still, it'll do, 4K log without a monitor or full HD log with a monitor, and that's just incredible. It'll also do 120 FPS at 1080p, which is really cool. Now again, I don't know how much I'm going to use this. Slow motion is beautiful, but it can also be really easily overused. First of all, if you think all of your B-roll has to be in slow motion, no, it doesn't. If you feel like good B-roll is just good because it's in slow motion, or slow motion will automatically make something good, it won't. It won't make it look cinematic. Like, the word cinematic is so overused. It was like, ooh, slow motion, so it's cinematic. Ooh, soft light, so it's cinematic. No, watch a movie. That doesn't mean anything. Anyway, regardless of all that, the XT2 is a fantastic camera. I'm going to stop rambling now. I'm going to leave you guys with some photo samples, and I'll see you afterwards. Those are a couple photo samples from the Fuji XT2. Let me know what you guys thought of those. I'm going to be posting a couple of those up on my Instagram. Check that right here or in the link down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Now, again, this was not meant to be a comprehensive review because I've only just got this camera, but I'm honestly so pleased with it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.